Are you dreaming of making it big as a young football player? In this video, I'm going to be giving you 4 elements that scouts look for when scouting a player. The first thing I will say is your technical ability. And a key part of that is your first touch. You see, your technical ability, before you even kick a ball, the first thing they want to look at or they see is your technical ability. I know this is said most often, but by people, but they don't explain why. Your technical ability is what makes people feel okay. He has what it takes to get to the high or to play at the highest level. So your first touch is the most massive part or the key of that. So it's not about skills or whatsoever. It's your first touch. If you can play neat football, one touch, two passes in a game, in a trial game as a young football player, that is very important for scouts because they see you can mix it up at the high level. Because at the highest level, your first touch, you're going to play most of the time with your first touch. Move it quick, play faster, and take the next position. So that is very important. A lot of young players these days take on like doing a lot of skills and whatsoever. Yes, skills are important, but your first touch is the one who is going to make you break into the professional football ecosystem. Then the next is your tactical awareness and game intelligence. That's you can have all the skills in the world, but if you're not tactically aware at the highest level, it's brutal. Then you risk not playing at the highest level. So your tactical awareness and game intelligence is very important. What do I mean by that? So how to read the game, how to take up space, how to help your teammates. You can be in a tight situation, but now or your teammate can be in a tight situation, but your ability to be able to read that situation and take up a space to help your teammate is very important for scouts. When they see that you can read the game also and also move the ball forward, it's very important for them because they know that at the highest level, it's a matter of fine margins and details. So those who do this are always having much better chances of playing elite level football. Another part also is your physical attribute. That's the next thing we're going to talk about. We're talking about your physical attribute. In the modern game, the physical attribute is very, very important these days. And you can see that because the game is now played with stats, there's a lot of stats out there. So your, how do I put it? That's your physical attribute contribute a lot to those stats. So he will covers a lot of kilometers. He will run more. So the game is played based on stats. So these are things that scouts are looking out at. So, for example, you can go for a trials match and they give you all GPS. So I will just guarantee you that in that trial match, in those trial matches that you're going for, if they give you a GPS or if they give you GPS to put on your body, which is stats based, that is going to check how many kilometers you run or whatsoever it might be. If you run less, know that you're not going to make it in that trials. If you run less, so start knowing that just start to have an idea that when those things, or if you're going for a trials and all those things happen, know that they will be checking those things to see the amount of kilometers you cover because no team wants lazy players. So that is the third part. And then the last thing I'll say is your mental strength and resilience. Your mental toughness and resilience is very big. So if you're playing football and you're losing 5-0, and still yet you're putting on with everything, then scouts see that, okay, no matter how challenging the game is, but this player is still putting on kilometers. I mean, he's still running more. He's still doing everything same, which means you have something upstairs that they like. Because at the highest level, you're going to lose game, you're going to win games, but those who bounce back always maintain certain level of consistency. So these are things that scouts look for when they are looking at young players playing at who can make it at the elite level. It's not about just watching you do a couple of skills here and they think that they are going to take you, because most people think when if they go for trials and scouts are there, they want to show off their best skills. But most of the time, those players don't get taken these days because you can show off your best skills and after then you're walking on the field. Scouts don't take you serious. Then they're never going to take you because they know at the highest level, it's about what you do with the ball and without the ball. So these are very important things that teams ask their scouts to look for before delivering results. I remember when I was interviewing a scout and he was telling me that when he goes to look for a player, the first thing he looks his first touch, his awareness, and all those things I mentioned. He never looks skills because he thinks skills is too overrated and many people rely on skills, whereas they don't apply it in real game situation because there's pressure, and most players who do skills on training field, they don't actually apply that in real game situation. So he said those are overrated things that the players don't actually apply it in real scenario. So he said most of the things that he looks for are those things I've just mentioned. So if you keep those things, then you have a big chance of making it to the next level. Now, how do you solve these things? Now I'm going to give you how you solve these things. So the first thing I'll be looking at is if you are playing football and you're playing at a level which below you, then you need to step up to the next level. There's no point staying in the team and with the team and in a very low division, scoring 5 goals in a game. That doesn't help you. If you're a young player and you need scouts to see your good level, you have to step up to the next level. You have to find visibility. You have to look for someone who can help you step up to the next level so that you can play at the level that is going to help you. Because when you play with much better players, you also learn things from players, not just coaches. That helps a lot. So the first thing is, if you are playing at a lower level, improve your level and so that you can match the right level to play and also having enough game time. Then the next, also continue working on your skills. If your first touch is poor, work on that because that is going to be your bread and butter at the highest level. The football plays at a very highest level. It's based on one touch, 1-2 touch, pass and move, pass and move. People do a lot of dribbling, but that is if you look majority of a 90-minute game, most of the time the people who even dribble play on 1-2 touch and then they time their moment to go dribble and come back. So the game is played on 1-2 touch. So that's why the first touch is very important and the most and a very key aspect. So work on that. That's how you improve that part. Then the next one, we spoke of game intelligence and tactics. You build this one by watching football players, watching people in your position, learn how they scan their shoulders and do all these things to take up space to be able to find the key passes. So a good player who does this this day is Bruno Fernandes of Manchester United. He's constantly scanning to pick passes to find to find killer passes that that he can hurt the opposition. So for you, if you are playing, you have to find players that are your role models and watch them, watch what they are doing, why they are up there at the high level, why if they are up there, there's a reason they are playing elite level. So try to watch them, watch what they are doing daily, and you're going to learn a lot from that. And then the next I'll have to emphasize is train with a coach you feel can improve you. These days, there are a lot of coaches that don't give good development for kids. So it's this I'm going to say, if you train with a coach that doesn't develop you, that doesn't prioritize your development, it's going to be hard for you to make it. Because at a young age, when you're young, it's about development and getting to the next level, playing games and developing, improving your skill set. So always find a coach that can develop you, ask questions, speak to the coaches. That's going to help you a lot. And lastly, find ways to also compete in tournaments, because when you compete, if you're trying to move up the ladder, when you compete, that's when you get to see your level. If you're good, or if you're good at how does it? If you're good, you're going to know that. So at the highest level, you're going to get people testing you because you're going to see people who are also at a better level than you. So there's no point staying at a level which is not so good and relaxing there. You're never going to make it. So the more you challenge yourself, the more you improve. Okay. So those are the things that I could help you today. If you're a young player, I hope you listen to this video and apply it. That's going to help you. I'm Gaucho Brian, FIFA licensed agent living in Finland. I help agents. I help agents take their players to football clubs. That's help them build their network so that they can take their players to football clubs. If you're an agent that is struggling with networking, I can help you on that. You just need to book a call with me. Okay. Take care and bye for now. Talk to you in the next video. Cheers.